Standing for long periods of time can cause heel pain, knee pain, Achilles tendinitis, plantar fasciitis, low back stiffness, or even leg numbness. The reason for this is when you are standing in the same position for long periods of time, it bears weight on the same part of your joint surfaces, causing your muscles to stiffen up or get tight. My name is Mario Vassal. I'm a NASM certified personal trainer, and today I'm going to be showing you guys a variety of lower body and upper body standing stretches that you can incorporate to help ease some of the pain or stiffness you may feel in the workplace. All right, guys, I'm gonna be jumping into the standing wall calf stretch. I'm gonna use this box setup here as my wall. I want you guys, where you are, to find the wall right in front of you. I'm gonna start off, I'm gonna take both of my hands here. I'm gonna place them on the wall, okay? I'm gonna bring my right foot forward and my left foot back. But as I put my left foot back, all right, the tip of my toe is on the ground here, and I'm kind of resting it, and I'm pushing the wall forward, okay? Again, my back foot is flat down. I started off on the tip of my toe, and then I kind of rested that heel back while keeping my forward knee, okay, just slightly angled. And now I'm pushing into that wall, and you should feel a pull right here. Again, we talked about that muscle, the gastrocnemius part of the calf, all right, or we can just say your calf muscle, and you're gonna be right here. You're gonna hold that stretch for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna switch. Now I'm gonna get into, all right, the opposite calf here. All right, this time my left foot is forward, slight bend in that knee. All right, my toe is on the ground, I'm dropping that heel and I'm pushing. Now I'm feeling that pull, all right in the right part of the calf. All right, we're gonna hold that for another 3, 2, 1. And again, that is the standing wall stretch. All right, guys, we're gonna dive into the second calf standing stretch. All right, we are officially done with the wall. We do not need it anymore. Let's get rid of it. All right, and so we're gonna be talking about, all right, the heel elevated calf stretch. I have a slant board heel. You can use anything to elevate, all right, the tip of your toe, and we're gonna stretch. You might have done this one before, all right, the soleus part of the calf. Let's get into it. All right, guys, we're gonna be diving into the soleus part of the calf muscle now. We're gonna be doing the heel elevated calf stretch. All right, we just did one for the gastrocnemius, which was the wall. I was pushing into it. All right, we targeted the upper part. Now we're gonna be targeting the lower portion of the calf. All right, what you wanna do, and you might have done this one before in the past, but all right, the thing here is that the slant board is elevated, okay? And that's where we want it to be. I'm gonna take, all right, my right foot, I'm gonna press it down here. I'm gonna back up, all right? And I'm gonna lean forward here. And as I lean forward, you're gonna feel kind of a mini stretch in that calf muscle. You just wanna hold here for an extended time. All right, the slant board, the elevation is actually pretty high. So I can feel it right away. All right, you might need to find something that is either a little higher or lower to kind of target that specific tight area of your calf. For each person, it's gonna be different. I'm gonna hold here for another 3, 2, 1. Now I'm gonna take my left foot, I'm gonna bring it up here. Same thing, all right, again, that right foot is back straight. I'm slightly leaning forward and I'm feeling that stretch in the calf muscle. I'm gonna hold here, all right, for another 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is your heel elevated stretch. Do that as needed. Guys, we are officially done with the calves. Now we're gonna be talking about the hamstring. So we're still working on the posterior part of the leg. All right, we're gonna get into a hamstring walkout. Okay, so how does that look? All right, I teach group classes. I always incorporate this stretch as a way to target the hamstring muscle. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, and you can do this in a static position, but we're gonna make it more dynamic because we've been standing all day. We want the blood to kind of get flowing, and we wanna be able to move and really target that full hamstring. So what we're gonna do here, I'm gonna take a step. I'm gonna put my right foot down, my toe is elevated, my heel's in the ground. I'm gonna take my hands, and I'm just gonna go like that, nice and controlled. All right, I'm gonna switch feet here. Now my left heel is down, my right toe is up. All right, I'm switching like that, and I'm just gonna complete that. Take your time here, all right? Sometimes it's really easy to just go quick and not feel it, but you wanna be intentional about placing that heel in the ground, elevating those toes, swiping through just like that, and you're just gonna take a step. All right, and again, the slower you go, the more you feel it in that hamstring. All right, going nice and controlled here. Boom, just like that. My right foot is down. All right, left toe is up, and we're switching. All right, and now we're gonna go from this direction. My right heel is gonna be in the ground. My toe is up, swapping out like that. I'm alternating. All right, and you guys can go whatever distance you would like to, but again, that heel's in the ground, toes are up. It's really important that you're taking your time and swiping through, hands are coming through, and you're repeating that to target that hamstring muscle. All right, guys, we did the calf muscle, all right? We did the hamstring muscle. Now we're gonna be focusing on the anterior here. We're gonna be talking about the quads. We're still in that lower portion of the body, all right? So again, as we go from point A to point B, not only are we stretching the calves, the hamstrings, all right, but our quads are also carrying a lot of the load, whether we're going up the stairs, especially on an incline. And so we wanna be able to stretch that quad muscle. So the first thing that we're gonna do, all right, is we're gonna grab our right ankle here. All right, you guys might've done this one too before. This is the standing, all right, quad stretch. I'm grabbing my ankle. I'm gonna have a slight lean forward. And what I'm doing is I'm stretching what's called that TFL, all right, that's that pocket muscle right here. We're gonna be right here for an extended time. All right, and then I'm gonna switch here. I'm gonna grab on that left ankle. I'm gonna lean forward. All right, and again, we wanna make this a little more dynamic. So what do? I'm gonna back up a little bit just for the sake of the video. All right, and I'm gonna do a walk with it. All right, this is gonna test out the balance. Who got some balance out there, man? Who's got balance out there? That's what I wanna know. All right, again, you can do this in a static position, but we're making it dynamic. We're getting the blood flowing, all right? We're stretching that hip flexor in the quad. Beautiful, we're gonna do one more. All right, and that is the standing quad stretch. All right, guys, so we've targeted the calf muscles, all right? We went up to the hamstrings, we switched to the anterior, we went to quads. We're gonna go back to posterior, but this time we're gonna target our glutes with the piriformis stretch here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna start off with that right foot, all right? I'm gonna place that right foot and my leg flat down on a flat surface. I'm using this bench here. I'm gonna slightly lean forward. The left leg, all right, it's kind of hidden behind me. All right, it's slightly bent, and all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna slightly lean forward. When I lean forward, I'm feeling a stretch in that right glute muscle. All right, our glute muscles are what's known as prime movers, especially when we do any sort of squat movement. So, all right, if our glutes are tight, that can lead to low back stiffness, and we wanna make sure that our glutes are stretched, because that's what's really helping us get from point A to point B. Strong glutes are key as far as activation goes. And we're gonna switch here. All right, I'm standing back up and I'm switching here. This time my left foot is going down. I'm going back with that right leg. I'm leaning forward. All right, I'm feeling that stretch. This time in my left glute, I'm holding tight here for another 3, 2, 1, and that is going to be your piriformis stretch. All right, guys, we got our trusty wall back. All right, and so now we're gonna get into a different type of exercise. You can do this one from the comfort of your home, or if you have some downtime at the hospital or wherever you're at. All right, you're gonna set up a yoga mat. All right, and we're gonna use this wall as kind of a surface to propel our legs on. So this is going to be, all right, legs on the wall stretch. All right, we're targeting that lower lumbar region, taking some stress off the low back and stretching our hamstring muscles here. I'm gonna get up close to this wall. I'm gonna hang out here. The Velcro almost got me. I'm gonna adjust our trusty wall here. All right, and again, you wanna scoot as close to that surface as you can of the wall to really get those legs straight above you. I'm gonna hang out here, I'm decompressing. All right, I'm stretching the hamstrings. I'm removing any just tightness or stiffness from the low back. All right, you can also use this as a form of meditation, really, and just decompress, breathe. I feel that stretch in the hamstrings. All right, I've been standing for a good amount, so right now I'm just removing everything around me. I'm hanging out here. All right, I'm clearing my mind. I'm decompressing, I'm letting the blood flow here. I'm breathing. Inhale. Yeah, y'all didn't know this was a yoga class, did you? Yeah, we in yoga now. Exhale. All right, we're still getting our stretch on. I'm just poking some fun here. Hold tight here for another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're gonna come down nice and controlled. All right, man. Hey, that felt good. I almost went to sleep, all right? And that is your feet on the wall stretch. All right, guys, we're gonna dive into our next series of stretches. Okay, this one is a fun one. All right, I do this in my group classes as well. All right, this is kind of like, it reminds me of like a throwback aerobics class. All right, we're gonna do the stand and reach stretch. All right, we're gonna be stretching that external oblique and kind of working our hip mobility as well. What's gonna happen here is I'm gonna lift up my right arm. All right, my finger's straight, and I'm gonna be pointing that finger this way. And I'm just gonna hold tight here for 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. After standing for long, we need to be able to be mobile. All right, I'm reaching here. 3, 2, 1. And now we can speed it up here. Boom. And now I'm just alternating. I'm not even holding. All right, I'm working on more so range of motion here. Notice how my feet are flat. All I'm doing is keeping that arm straight. I'm reaching and I'm alternating. All right, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. That is your stand and reach stretch. All right, guys, we just got done with our stand and reach stretch. Now we're gonna be targeting that hip region, all right, with some hip mobility. If you guys remember that SpongeBob episode where he Bring it around town. Okay, you're gonna be doing that right where you are. All right, one thing we know about the hips is that, all right, in order to continue to be mobile and to be able to walk efficiently and to even run efficiently, we need strong hips. So we're gonna be working on a little bit of hip mobility today. We've been standing, we gotta make sure the hips are efficient and ready to go. I'm gonna start off here and I'm gonna be bringing it around town just like that. All right, notice how my feet are in one place here. All right, when I get to behind me, I'm slightly pushing those hips back. I'm not out here, just a slight push, all right? And right now, the biggest thing that we're working here is hip mobility, all right? But again, we know strong hips help with just being able to walk and run efficiently and just movement patterns in general that will help prevent injury. I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna go the other way now. Yeah, y'all know I could go the other way, did you? All right, you gotta be able to move in a variety of directions here. Hold tight, 3, 2, I'm gonna go the other way for the last second, 1, and beautiful. All right, that is a little bit of hip mobility for you guys as we did hip rotations. All right, guys, we have made our way down to the ground. We just completed our stand and reach, and then we brought it around town, right? So now we're gonna be targeting our low back region. All right, what's gonna happen here is I'm gonna lie flat on my back, all right, and then I'm gonna bring my knee into my chest here. Just like that. My left leg is straight, my right knee is bended. I'm not pulling super hard right now on my knee, all right, but just enough to where I am feeling it in that low back. And again, that's the culprit, guys. A lot of people have the stiff low back from standing long periods. So this is a direct static stretch that we can use to target that region. I'm gonna hold here for another 3, 2, 1, then I'm gonna switch here. All right, again, slightly bringing that left knee. All right, my right leg is straight this time. And I'm gonna hold tight here for another 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Do that for, all right, the time duration needed, but that is going to be knee to chest stretch. All right, guys, since we're on the ground, we're gonna continue with a few more movements from the ground position. This is one of my favorite lower back exercises, okay? This is how we're gonna start here. I got both hands in the air, all right? I'm gonna put them down just here. I'm gonna scoot a little bit forward. I'm gonna lay back nice and controlled here. I'm gonna have my hands flat down. I'm gonna take my left leg. I'm gonna wrap it up over my right leg like that. Hands are still flat, but this time, all right, I'm turning them knuckles down, and I'm gonna be hanging out here for an extended time. All right, again, my left leg is over my right leg, and you should feel, all right, a pull or kind of a stretch, I shouldn't say pull, a stretch in that low back region here. My hands are open up, I'm really wide, and I'm just kind of letting, all right, that low back release any tightness or stiffness that I might feel. And now I'm gonna take that left hand, and what I'm gonna do, all right, I'm gonna close, I'm gonna come around town. Oh yeah, we still around town. I'm giving myself a high five. And I'm opening up nice and control for 1. We're gonna do 3 reps total here. All right, notice how my head is turning 2, because I wanna commit, all right, to turning that full side of my body. All right, this is the last one, and 3 to the given side. Beautiful. All right, now I'm gonna switch here. Whew. All right, you gotta switch. This time I'm bringing my right leg forward. My left foot, my left hand is straight out in front of me. All right, I'm gonna pull down my shirt a little bit here, straighten out. All right, we're hanging out here, right? We're not closing that hand right away. We're just relaxing. We're letting any tightness on the right side be released, any stiffness. Now I'm closing. Beautiful, and I'm opening up nice and control. That's 1. Again, I'm committing, all right, the turning of the head as well to make sure, all right, this is 2, that I'm fully committed to each side as I stretch. And this is 3, beautiful. All right, now we're gonna continue to build off of that movement now. All right, this time we're not going to do the open close, but all we're gonna do is we're gonna do that same stretch, left leg over right leg, boom, but then I'm switching. Right leg over left leg, boom. All right, after we do an extended stretch, which we just did, now we do more of a quick, all right, kind of we're lifting that leg up, working more mobility. All right, kind of getting the blood flowing a little quicker. And you can even say that we're working on, all right, our hip flexors as well as we're switching left to right and right to left. We'll do 1 more, beautiful. All right, that's kind of some icing on the cake. I'm gonna come up here, I'm gonna look at the camera, and that is your left leg over right leg, open arm stretch. All right, guys, take cover wherever you are. This is no longer a stretch video. All right, you gotta be real low key. I'm joking. All right, guys. Hey, I am down flat on my chest. What is happening right now? Are you guys looking at me? I promise we're gonna stick to our stretching video here. All right, we're gonna get into a low back stretch here. This is called the scorpion. Sometimes I question why they name some of these stretches the way that they do, but then I do them and I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense. So what we're gonna do here, all right, I'm gonna be flat down here. All right, my chest is down, my palms are down. What I'm gonna do, all right, I'm gonna bring that right foot around, boom. All right, I'm gonna try to touch, all right, the opposite hand. I don't got that type of mobility. I'm not far off though. All right, we're gonna be right here, boom, and we're just gonna rotate side to side. If you wanna pause, you can. This is gonna target our low back region as well. Again, we wanna work on mobility, any low back stiffness. This is another one that we can do. I know it looks a little funny, but man, I got a question out there. All right, who got mobility? That's what I need to know. Mobility is key. All right, we're gonna do this for a couple more reps here. Again, we're targeting, all right, that low back. I'm gonna do one more. Beautiful, and that is your scorpion stretch. All right, guys, we are coming to the conclusion of our video. We've done some lower body stretches. We've done some upper body. We targeted our neck. We've even incorporated the core, the low back. Now we're gonna get into what's called the world's greatest stretch. All right, this is gonna be the most dynamic stretch that we have done in this video. All right, it's gonna incorporate a movement element, and then we're gonna be able to reach. We're gonna work on, all right, our core and range of motion as we kind of tilt to our right and left. I'm gonna get into it right now. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna stand forward here. All right, I'm gonna inchworm out just like this. Y'all didn't know y'all was working out today, did y'all? Y'all thought it was stretching. Oh, we still stretching. All right, my knees are off the ground. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring that right foot forward. My left knee has now touched the ground. Again, right knee forward, left knee. What am I doing? I'm bringing that right hand up. I'm reaching it here. All right, good. We're working on a little bit of rotation as well. Beautiful. Now what am I doing? I'm bringing that right foot back and I'm bringing that left foot forward. All right, I'm turning here. Beautiful, I'm hanging out. What am I doing? I'm bringing that left foot back and now I'm going back up just like that. Again, there's more of a dynamic element here. What am I gonna do? The same thing I just did, okay? This is, again, called the world's greatest stretch. And I would agree, this is a great stretch to do if you're in a crunch for time. Beautiful, that right leg is going forward. I'm turning to my right, working on a little bit of rotation here. All right, beautiful, I'm speeding it up a little bit. That right knee's down. I'm turning out this way. I'm bringing that left foot down, that left hand down, and I'm walking back. Beautiful, let's do one more rep together. Let's speed it up a little bit though. We're also working on the core, shoulder stability. It's not what y'all asked for, but I'm letting you know you're getting a little bit of workout in too. All right, so we're gonna speed it up here, oh boy. Oh yeah, that right foot is forward. I'm turning here to the right. Boom, quick. That right knee drop to the ground, that left foot is forward. Boom, I'm turning to the left, I'm walking back. And that is the world's greatest stretch. Okay guys, that concludes our video. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you guys were able to benefit from a variety of the stretches that we did, whether it was the stand and reach, bringing it around town, right? Or even laying down, left leg over right leg, closing that right arm, taking some of that tension off the low back. All right, whatever the need is, start to incorporate some of these standing stretches, not just in the workplace, but throughout the day. And I promise that it will make the on-the-job task a lot easier.